Okay, so it has been a few days since I last recorded. And I actually recorded a video this morning, but I am posting another one. I'm not posting that one. I'm posting this one instead. Because I guess like the reason I waited 3 days to post something was I was feeling like down and emotional, and I never really like to post ones like that. Um, it's kind of like I want to use this as like my journal, but it's like in a way I don't want it to like linger there. It's like I want it to like move out and then through and away. So it's like I don't necessarily want to document like my like sadness too much, although I do to some degree. So I just felt like I couldn't post my the one that I recorded this morning. I was just feeling very like um vulnerable, I guess, sensitive, fearful. Um I was crying because I feel responsible for the reason that there used to be like this like stray cat that would come around and like it was really friendly, and I guess I felt like it hasn't been coming around lately, and I feel like I'm responsible for its death. Like I feel like it's dead and I should have fed it, and if I didn't feed it, then like if I would have fed it, it would have been alive, or I don't know. I don't know that it's dead, but I just have this like fear that I should have fed it, and now because of that, it's like dead. Because I saw it eat a salamander, and it must have been hungry. I mean, so I don't know. I just was feeling really guilty. I was like feeling sad about like a sense of regret that I didn't like take care of it or something. Um, but it's like one of those things. I could be wrong. Like it could be alive. Maybe it's hanging out where somebody else is feeding it. Like, or maybe it's just getting pregnant or something. I mean, who knows? Like maybe it could be doing a multitude of things, and or maybe it just died in like unrelated to what I did, or I don't know. So I was just feeling like really sad about it. So yeah. And also I was feeling afraid about like my beach meetup that was today. I was feeling like just panicked. I guess usually before them I there's always a sense of nervousness. I mean, it's a stranger. Um People are not always what they seem, and I've, I would definitely say that I've had, good experiences generally. But I don't know. There's always a sense of nervousness, and I think that's kind of understandable. But I was just feeling like freaked out about it. Um, and so yeah, I went today, and it was fine. Everything was fine. Like again, like the person was friendly, and although I got burnt again. I can't believe I keep getting like burnt on my face. I'm not even in the direct sun. I'm under the umbrella the whole time. I mean, the only time I wasn't under the umbrella was like when I walked to the bathroom. So I don't know why I keep getting burnt on my face. I might have to like wear like some sort of special, like maybe I'll wear like an organic sunscreen or something because I really just hate sunscreen. Or maybe I'll like put coconut oil. I don't know. I don't think coconut oil is gonna make that big a difference. But um so yeah, I'm kind of bummed about that. But it went pretty well. So I just have to remind myself that a lot of the time my anxiety way over exaggerates things, and I don't know what to do about that. I don't know how to make it be quiet. Um, I once did this like cognitive behavioral program, and it was an online program. So like you enter your information online, and then there's like this like cognitive behavioral therapist that like reads your answers and like gets back to you about them and stuff like that. So I did this like online cognitive behavioral program to try to like get my negative thoughts and fears and kind of down to like down to a certain degree. And I think there were helpful tools that I learned. Um, but like, what do I do if I really believe something's gonna be bad? Like, I could like tell myself it's not gonna be bad, but I really believe it's gonna be bad. So yeah, so my anxiety is like coming up, and I guess like my video this morning, I was feeling like I've always felt like, okay, if I just figure out the thing I need to figure out, or the few things I need to figure out, then I'll like have it handled. I'll have it like I'll understand it, and I'll like know what I need to do. But I'm just feeling like maybe I'll never really get to that point. Like maybe it's all just like a mess. I just can't imagine that everyone else's life is this messy. And I don't think people live this messy. I think I live a little more of a spontaneous, messy kind of life. Um, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's good sometimes and not good other times. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I think I enjoy it. But if I feel like I don't understand what's happening, then that's like my weakness. As long as I understand, then I feel like okay. But a lot of time I'm like, I just don't get it. Like I thought this would work and it doesn't, or so that's where I feel like kind of hopeless and powerless and like really disoriented. Yeah. Like I still don't really know or have figured out whether I thrive in chaos or this chaos is not good for me and I really should organize my life better. Um I mean my stuff is more organized. Like my objects, my belongings are more organized. And when I did that that felt really good. Um and I guess and when I think of organized, it's like organized in my mind, like the way like having the things that I'm doing making sense and feel deliberate and purposeful. Like I know why I'm doing the things I'm doing. So it's like, oh, I am responding to these people because I feel like this is a creative way that I can make money. Or I'm choosing to, eat this particular food because I have this particular goal. Like I want to feel energized and this food will energize me or whatever. But when I feel like there's no sense to it all, like that, that's where I feel like I go crazy. Um, so, um, I still don't really have the answer to, how much I'm supposed to be controlling my life and how much I'm supposed to like let life pull me kind of a thing. Usually I'll feel a sense of like a persistent desire for something or attraction for something. And I don't really know what it's coming from or where it may lead, but I feel like a certain attraction to something maybe, like let's say pole dancing. Um, and so then there are action steps that need to be carried out in order to like engage in whatever that thing is. And often at the time that there is something like that, like maybe there's a lesson, like I don't feel like it at the time, but I know that like in the grander scheme, it's something that I want to move towards. So then I like try to force myself to like do it. Um, so that's one way of doing things, but it would be nice if like life could flow better so that I'm just like going with what's inspiring me in the moment. But it's hard to imagine living that way entirely. And maybe that's not even good. I don't know. Um, but yeah, today went pretty well. So I'll just continue to um, do this as I do this. Um, yeah, so I guess like the things that are most prominent that are going on are like doing um, the nude beach bunny hiring thing and pole dancing. Those are probably the most prominent things that are going on. Um, and I've been moving around and doing different home repair. Like the place I'm staying at, I'm living in, definitely requires some maintenance, and that's kind of been like occupying a lot of my time too. So I guess those are like the dominant things. But now recently I've been wanting to bring more friendship into the mix, like more companionship. Like I think I have, a good deal of acquaintances, but I definitely want to have more people that I consider friends and get more involved in the community. Um, so I went to this cool event on Saturday. On Saturday, it was at this LGBTQ center called Pride Lines, and it was like I guess it was a bisexual brunch or pansexual brunch. And when I was in New York, I kind of started that. I started to open that door, but I didn't fully engage in it as much as I could have because I was leaving soon. So now I'm like, okay, they've got to be interesting things um, that are in that realm. So it was actually really cool. Um, I went to the bisexual brunch, and I met cool people, and people. There were more people than I expected, and um, I felt like really in line with a lot of like their philosophy and the way that they want to live their lives. So it was really cool to like actually feel that. Because yeah, I noticed that when I was in New York, I wanted to feel more kinship from the polyamory community. And so I would dive into events there. But I also noticed like when I was at the poly events, there weren't that many bisexual people or pansexual. Like it was more, they seemed more like beginner, like maybe beginner heterosexual couples that were like trying to like explore a little bit beyond what they're used to. Um, and I like the philosophy of pansexuality, just like finding something to love in everybody and anybody. And I think that's probably why I also am enjoying doing the like nude beach buddy thing because I think I can use that part of me to my advantage. That I can talk to anybody, like I can make conversation with anybody. I can find a point of connection with any stranger. Doesn't matter age, doesn't matter socioeconomic status, doesn't matter any sort of thing like that. So I want to like see what the community has here, and so far I'm pretty excited by it. All right, I have run out of time. Bye.